Hi guys, this is GSMDome.com and I'm here with a brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. The core point of the new product is the brand new screen, which is now much larger. It's a 3.4 incher instead of the 1.9 incher of the predecessor. And this is the external cover screen, which is shaped like a folder, you know, the folders from Windows. Now, aside from that, you should probably know that the inner screen is a 6.7 inch AMOLED panel with a crease down the middle, although less visible than before. And by the way, the new hinge makes the device close like this with zero gap, which is always nice to see. Okay, so this product is actually 0.8 millimeters skinnier than the predecessor when closed, measures 6.9 millimeters when open, which is the same as the predecessor, and weighs a decent 187 grams. We have Gorilla Glass Victus glass protection for the exterior, and this is the cream version. There are other ones like lavender and two more. There's IPX8 certification here, and it keeps the 3700 mAh battery of the predecessor. I want to go back to the screen to showcase some aspects. So 6.7 inch Full HD Plus 120 Hz AMOLED, Dynamic AMOLED 2X panel, and you can use it like this. You can use it like this to have half of the screen with a viewfinder and half with the camera options. Another scenario is having the keyboard here and the content at the top side. And as far as I know, you should also have a YouTube video at the top and comments at the bottom, for example. Those are just a few examples of why fold it and flip it, or use it as a tripod when you're traveling like this, to put it on a wall and take a photo of yourself. So that's the main screen. And we go to the external screen, which is a 3.4 incher AMOLED 60 Hz only, and the resolution is 720 over 748 pixels. Now its features are shown here. Obviously we got notifications, obviously we have the quick settings, the time, there's the calendar, there's the weather, there are the contacts and the call, the alarm, the health, and guess what? We even have full screen apps. So if you go to YouTube, for example, you can definitely watch YouTube videos here, full ones. There's navigation mechanisms, there's back and home, and we also have full screen options, versions of, well, Google Maps, like we saw on the Moto Razr 2022 last year. Okay, so aside from that, I should probably also mention that the device has a powerful CPU. It's the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, the same tweaked version that we saw on the Galaxy S23 series, coupled with 8 gigs of RAM and up to half a terabyte of storage. There are actually two versions. There's 256 gigabytes and 512 gigabytes of storage. And the initial offer for the product makes it available so that you can spend the same amount of money on the 256 and 512 gigabytes. The RAM is LPDDR5X and the battery is a 3700 mAh unit, which charges at 25 watts via wire and also fast wireless charging. Now, if you want to do a bunch of tweaks for the external screen, you got here the protection screen and a bunch of very beautiful cover options for the watch and the clock and the main face, so to say. They're quite beautiful. Here you can find the widgets, calendar, weather, calls, alarm, timer, steps, even smart things to control your things around the house. And now I think it's time to address the camera. Now here in a punch hole, we have a 10 megapixel selfie shooter with 4K abilities. It's a fixed focus camera and it can film 4K 60 frames per second. And if you go to the back side here, you have these two cameras, both of them 12 megapixels, main one with optical image stabilization, dual pixel technology, f1.8 aperture, and then we have the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera with fixed focus. Options are the same as the S23 series. You got your Pro mode, you got your Pro video, you got your night, food, panorama, slow-mo, accelerated, portrait video, and director's view. So there's that. You can shoot video up to 4K 60, you got your portrait mode with all the cool options, and you can also rely on the external screen for this as a preview of your shots. Okay, so that's about it. The software is Android 13 with 4 years of updates and One UI on top, One UI 5.1 if I remember correctly. And you should get, once again, 4 years of updates. The frame is armor aluminum reinforced, and we also have IPX8 certification for the product. This is pretty much it in a nutshell. There are 3 upgrades here. First of all, we got the external screen, which is now bigger. We got the brand new CPU, and we got the gapless design. So that's pretty much it as far as the product is concerned. Z Flip 5 from Samsung is here. We'll be back with more soon.